It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the Sunshine State. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins, and it comes your way next.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Two teams on opposite ends of the Sunshine State. The Jags and Dolphins are underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
Last year was a bit of a mixed bag for Lawrence as he started off looking like a budding superstar, but then he suffered an ankle injury and was a shell of himself the rest of the way. His team needs him to stay healthy if they plan on maximizing their full potential. And if that ends up being the case, they'll have a good shot to win a lot of games here in 2024.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. He's got a man, complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 37.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this has taken that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Open man is Kirk, complete.
And Kirk is going to have the Jaguars first down as he takes it down to the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Well, the Dolphins head out, led by the NFL's leading passer in 2023, now in his 5th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
And he's coming off a great season where he put up career highs in yards and touchdowns, while also leading one of the most prolific scoring offenses in the NFL. The #1 thing he did last season, though, staying healthy. When he's on the field, Miami can roll.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 51 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that one too wide and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll start on the ground, ETN, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And ETN going to have a Jags first down as he gets this up past the 40.
A solid run and maybe then some by ETN. And he's become one of the league's best playmakers over these last couple of seasons, totaling over 1,400 yards from scrimmage in each of the last 2 campaigns.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. From the gun, it's Lawrence. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
Well, warm up QB too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. In motion right is Davis. From the shotgun, Lawrence. This is caught by Robinson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. In motion left, Hill. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about on all deep throws during this time of year.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Wide open receiver complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Play action. Now it's Tua. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
And we keep calling him the other Josh Allen. He wants it to be known he's his own Josh Allen, and finally had the breakout campaign many of us knew he was capable of a season ago with 17.5 sacks in 2023.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. That'll give them 8 that time. And it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2. In motion left, Hill. Back to the running game with Mostert. Oh, he bowls over him. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Making the catch, the running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Mostert will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. after the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 1. They'll try the left side with ETN. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st down, right back to ETN. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. ETN once more. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
This is taken at the 15. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Looking to pass. Tua. Over the middle, complete. That's Mack. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Tua sets up to pass it. He completes this one to Mack. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Here's 2nd and 3. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Short throw to Smith. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add onto their lead. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
It was Raheem Mostert, the veteran, who did some damage in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this 2nd half.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Touchdown! A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that'll make it 13-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Trevor Lawrence, helmet on, ready to go as he brings out this offense. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter and continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time?
They were really good on the last drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
In motion goes the tight end. Now Lawrence to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And Kirk is going to have the Jaguars first down as he'll get this up to the 43. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. Now 2nd and 3. From midfield now, Lawrence on the slant. He's got Davis. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down Jaguars after Gabe Davis makes another nice catch. And one thing about him, he's a big play waiting to happen and has been throughout his career. Finished the last 3 seasons ranking in the top 10 for average yards per reception. And that's one of the reasons the Jaguars targeted him this offseason and brought him back to his home state.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Jalen Phillips, the edge man, on the tackle. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Here's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
A give running right, ETN. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Here now, 3rd and a yard. And they'll go again with ETN. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. It's caught. Smith. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Tua. Goes right back to Smith again. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 46, here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Mack.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Tua to throw again. Rolling to his left. Good move at the 30. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Here's 1st and 10. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Now Tua on 1st and 10. It's Mostert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Tua. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Tua on 3rd down. Here comes Mostert. And he's going to get out of bounds Dolphins with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Here we go, first and goal. Throwing Tua. Here's Mostert.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
The Dolphins are lining up for a two-point conversion.
Tagovailoa looking to throw it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for two. And now the lead stays at 5. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jaguars offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Lawrence into the hands of Ingram. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Lawrence. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dive, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dive?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you. Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely third down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Throwing now, Lawrence. This is Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
First down, Jaguars.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Lawrence.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. A final shot now for Lawrence. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.